Hey, it's the Newport This Week video podcast series. As always, you can find our episodes wherever you're listening right now. Maybe that's on YouTube or newportthisweek.com. I'm Bill Bartholomew. Great to spend some time with you. All right, so coming up on Saturday, October 11th, it's the Broadway Street Fair. This, of course, is a phenomenal event every year. It's a community engine, no doubt about it. It's a showcase for a lot of local talent and a lot of our local businesses and entrepreneurs, and really just the neighborhood and the community that survives through a lot of changes on Aquidneck Island, and it's showcased so well every single year at this event. David Lopes is among many hats that you wear in our community, and specifically with the street fair, is in charge of, we'll say, the musical programming that is spread out throughout the street fair, multiple stages, and joins us here on the Newport This Week video podcast. David, always a pleasure, and congratulations on another year of this incredible event.
Thank you, Bill, and thanks for giving me a little time today to speak about Broadway Street Fair, something I'm very happy to talk about.
Yeah, our pleasure. So let's just kind of rewind a little bit. Just give us the travel of this event, where it originated from, and how you originally got involved in it in a number of different ways.
Certainly, the event started in 2016 as a grassroots street fair that a few different organizers, I believe Lynn Tungett and a couple of other neighborhood organizers got together during a time when there was a construction project going on. So they did a very grassroots street fair, turned out to be a huge success. So in year two, they expanded it all the way up to Equality Park and a few other places. And I got invited as a performer to be at Equality Park in 2017. So at that time, still a very grassroots event. We were up on stage a couple of times. The power kicked off. You've probably experienced this a few times, Bill, yourself as a musician. We stepped up to the microphone and got the old shock. So myself and Rob, my production partner, we looked at each other and we said, the only way this is going to get better is if we run it. So we did jump in after the event, and we made contact with Lynn and the other organizers, and we offered to jump in and start running the stages. So then the next year, 2018, we actually ran the Equality Park stage. We did that so successfully that in 2019, they asked us to do all stages. So since 2019, myself and Rob and our Up All Night Productions team has handled anywhere from 4, 5, 6. I think the most we've done is 7. So, but circling back to this year, we have 6 great stages of music planned for our community this year. And that's what we are very excited about.
And much like the entire street fair, there's something for everybody. Just a quick overview of some of the artists that you're excited about. I know there haven't been any, major announcements or anything like that, at least that I've seen, but anything that you can share with us today about the programming for the 2025 edition.
It's not a major announcement necessarily, but we do have the great rock and roll artist Willie Nile as one of our headliners this year. He is a long-running rock and roll superstar. He's been around since 1980. He has toured with Bruce Springsteen, opened for The Who, opened for Dylan. He is one of the legends. So we have him, which is something that we've consciously done. We are here to bring something to the community. So we do use a lot of local artists. Our other headliner is the Ravers, beloved local act. But in bringing Willie here, we're elevating the event in a manner to bring outside national talent so people in the community for free can walk out and see a national superstar. So that's something that's different.
Yeah, and it's really good for a community to have. And look, Newport is an excellent music community. It's an excellent artist community. There's a long-standing history of that, and there's definitely proof positive of artists who have come out of Aquidneck Island and have had superstar success on the international stage. I mean, you think about people, whether it's James Montgomery or Belly and Throwing Muses. I mean, the list goes on and on, of just so many great artists. But at the same time, it's important to have that ecosystem where you bring in, not only for the musicians, but for the community as a whole, people who are from outside of here who have also done really interesting things. Talk about that a little bit, and sort of stirring the pot in a good way and getting some creative energy and some ideas flowing that maybe people aren't used to.
Thanks for suggesting that, Bill, because it's a conscious effort that we do. We do want to bring in as many local performers that we can, but we also don't want to have the same thing every year. So we don't want to fall into a trap where we use band A every year, band B because they're locals. So we've crafted a mix basically where we bring in a few new artists like Willie, the Ravers, like that tier. Then we have a few returning artists that are beloved. So the Stone Nobles are coming back. Zelda Hayes is coming back. She's a very strong local Salve student. Broken Hipsters are local. So and then some of the acoustic performers, Greggy Good, Johnny Sage, uh, so many of them. We have a lot of very strong local performers, and some of them have not been in the event before. A couple have, like I mentioned, Zelda and the Stone Nobles. So it's a very conscious effort to use some talent that's been with us, that's been highly successful, have them come back maybe once, grab locals from that group that I just mentioned, and then have a few big headliners. Like last year, of course, we had James, who was a huge hit, the Winehouse Project. But we can't go to that well every year, or people are going to step out onto the route and say, it looks like last year.
Right. Yeah, it's such an incredible
So
challenge for a programmer to think about how can I keep this familiar, but also keep it fresh. It's one of the skills that goes into the work that you do in this regard. So, what's your advice to somebody who, I mean, because a lot of people have been to this, thousands and thousands of people have been to the street fair, but if somebody's unfamiliar, they're turning up for the first time, they see a window of time that is basically expands the entire afternoon. Your advice to somebody going to their first Broadway street fair on how they can kind of make the most of their day in terms of the overall event, but specifically getting to see a lot of the different stages in play.
it's hard with all the various timings. So I wouldn't like necessarily make a plan to hit certain times, but if you want to hear a headline talent, Willie is on at 3 p.m. at the Old Colony stage. So the best way, in my opinion, is to stroll the room from top to bottom and then from bottom to top. Um, and then stop at every stage when you can. Then visit the various activities. You mentioned activities. One of the things I'm really excited about this year is we're setting up a 9-hole mini golf course.
All right.
So, so you want to talk about excitement and something different. Um, Folks, families, not everybody's there, and we go through this as organizers. Not everyone comes there to see music, so having family-centric activities makes a big difference. The other thing that I would strongly suggest people do is visit our Newport Vineyards Beyond Broadway Beer Garden, which is taking place at a wonderful location called Provence sur Mer, right down next to the Jane Pickens. Karen makes her patio area, which is a beautiful patio that overlooks the event space. She makes that area available to us with Newport Vineyards, and we put a beautiful beer garden there. And we do have talent in that location too. I had Lois Vaughn, uh, Roswell Strings, and the great Stefan Couture, who was just, he knocked them dead at our May event. Bill, he's unbelievable. He literally, and again, as a performer, you know this moment, he had the audience attention so strongly you could actually hear a pin drop in there. So he is coming back. Happy to have him back. The other exciting thing, the 2x4s are a local act that applied basically for a contest that we were doing. We did like a community centric contest to try and find new talent. And so here comes the 2x4s. They sent us a video. We did a social media contest and they got the most votes. So we have them at our city hall stage this year. So we try to involve the community, but stratify all the different types of talent so that there's something for everybody. And then, of course, the other activities. So if you're not here for music, there's something else for you.
Yeah, it's really great stuff. And of course, it also activates a lot of the great architecture in the city. You talk about the Colony House, the City Hall. All of a sudden, these places are repurposed into stages. It's a wonderful event. Saturday, October 11th in the afternoon. David Lopes has been holding it down, doing a great job, really performing. I was going to say you've also performed with your band on a number of occasions. Are you performing this year, or are you going to be? Is this the part of that? Hey, we got to take a year off so we don't have every year the same group of people type of scenario.
It's something I was just actually pondering myself, Bill, like because I am performing this year,
Hmm.
and I have performed every year. I took a year off basically, so from last Broadway Street Fair until now, I did not hit the stage at all. So it's really a comeback for me. I'm returning to the stage. I'm excited to be coming back. It gets a little tedious, and again, I don't need to tell you as a performer with multiple responsibilities that it's hard to maintain that um, sector of your life, if you will. So I took the year off. I'm coming back this year. I think I'm on at 2 p.m. I'm opening for Willie. And then I'm going to be announcing an exciting Christmas show very soon for December 12th at the Jane Pickens. And God willing, I'll be the opening act for that too. So I'm coming back, and Broadway Street Fair has been great for me as an artist. One of the things I like, you mentioned the architecture. When you step out in front of Old Colony House and you're on that particular stage and you look down and see the scope of the event through Washington Square down into Long Wharf, which Long Wharf is activating with some events also. They have a performer down there. They've got a little car show. So when you look and see the whole scope of that, it's quite exciting. And to myself, I say, what a great event space I have to work with.
Yeah,
I am lucky.
that's for sure. And it really is. Great job as always. And folks, Saturday, October 11th, I'll see you out there. And David, as always, thanks for your time.
Appreciate it, Bill. Thanks again, and have a great rest of the day.